right, we all know that being on the same team as our kids' teachers can be a big help, but how can parents be good advocates without becoming overbearing?
Yes, Hattie DeJamal spoke to an education expert for some tips on how to work in tandem with teachers.
If you're a parent or a caretaker, packing your kids' lunch and checking their homework is great. But if you really want them to do well at school, you've got to talk to their teacher.
So I think it's a big fear of how do I walk the line of advocating for my child but not being disrespectful to the teacher.
Beth Gaskill, CEO and founder of Big City Readers, shares her list of what teachers wish parents knew. And at the top of the list is, teachers want your involvement.
The biggest thing is asking the teacher how much involvement they would like from you, and then you assessing how much works for your family.
This involvement can look different for each household.
It can look like just making sure they get their homework done. It can look like reading the emails. It might look like coming in as a mystery reader once a month.
She says once you know what the school year looks like, try to plan for the time you'll be putting in. For the best results, Beth says you should know how to communicate.
Remind yourself, this teacher chose to be a teacher because she cares about my child.
If there's a negative situation you need to address about your kid, use what she calls the compliment sandwich.
Compliment, the problem, and then a compliment again.
Tell the teacher you respect them and their experience. Then,
I'm curious about this. My child was really upset about this. Can you tell me more about it?
Then remind the teacher your kid is having a great time this year.
Kind of just like close it up, make it feel warm and fuzzy.
Beth's final lesson is it's better to give than receive.
So the first one is, how do you prefer to be contacted? Because every teacher has their own way, and maybe every school has their own procedures too.
This can prevent confusion or problems if an issue arises.
Do you need anything for your classroom?
Ask if they have an Amazon wish list or items, or if they want any of your used books.
It doesn't need to be very big and showy, just kind of little reminders that you are on the same side as your teacher.
Send them complimentary emails and let the teacher know what's going on at home.
And you can share with them as much or as little as feels right for you and your family. Remember that your teacher cares about your child and wants to be a part of their life.
Get an A+ in parenting by reaching out to the teacher.